Today, we remember the actresses of Bewitched, the iconic series that brought magic, laughter, and unforgettable charm to our screens. Many of these remarkable women who once lit up the show are sadly no longer with us. Their talent, grace, and dedication brought life to every scene, leaving memories that still warm our hearts today. Whether they played leading roles or appeared in memorable moments, each left behind a spark that will never fade. This video honors their lives, their talent, and the lasting magic they created. Elizabeth Montgomery, the beloved American television and film actress who brought warmth, wit, and extraordinary charm to generations of audiences, passed away on May 18, 1995, at the age of 62 after a tragic battle with colon cancer that had metastasized to her liver. She is best remembered for her iconic role as Samantha Stephens, the enchanting and kind-hearted witch on the hit television series Bewitched, where her signature nose twitch and magical presence captured the hearts of millions and earned her 5 Primetime Emmy Award nominations and 4 Golden Globe nominations. Born on April 15, 1933, in Los Angeles, California, to acclaimed actor Robert Montgomery and Broadway actress Elizabeth Allen, Elizabeth grew up surrounded by the world of entertainment, attending prestigious schools, including the Westlake School for Girls and the Spence School in New York City, before studying at the American Academy of Dramatic Arts. Her career began in the early 1950s with appearances on her father's television show Robert Montgomery Presents, and she soon made a mark on Broadway with her award-winning performance in Late Love. Before Bewitched, she showcased her versatility in live television dramas and series such as The Untouchables, Alfred Hitchcock Presents, and Rawhide, even earning an Emmy nomination for her role as Rusty Heller. Beyond Samantha, Elizabeth boldly embraced dramatic roles in television films like A Case of Rape and The Legend of Lizzie Borden, portraying complex and challenging characters that further demonstrated her remarkable talent. Off-screen, she was a devoted activist, passionately supporting liberal political causes, women's rights, gay rights, animal welfare, and AIDS research, while also volunteering her time for charitable projects. Her personal life was filled with love, including her marriages to William Asher and later lifelong partnership with Robert Foxworth, with whom she shared her final days surrounded by family. Elizabeth Montgomery's extraordinary career, her magical role as Samantha, her fearless pursuit of meaningful performances, and her generous heart left an indelible mark on the world, and she remains forever remembered as one of television's brightest stars whose charm, talent, and spirit continue to inspire and delight audiences worldwide. Agnes Moorehead, the beloved American actress who brought intelligence, charm, and extraordinary versatility to generations of audiences across radio, stage, film, and television, passed away on April 30, 1974, at the age of 73 due to uterine cancer. A tragic end to a life filled with brilliance and dedication to the performing arts. She is most fondly remembered for her iconic portrayal of Endora, the fiercely independent, witty, and stylish witch mother on the classic television series Bewitched, a role she played from 1964 to 1972, earning 6 Emmy nominations and captivating audiences with her sharp humor, elegance, and on-screen charisma. Born on December 6, 1900 in Clinton, Massachusetts, to Presbyterian minister John Henderson Moorehead and mezzo-soprano Mary M.C. Colley, Agnes demonstrated a love for performance from an early age, reciting the Lord's Prayer on a public stage at just 3 years old and joining the St. Louis Municipal Opera as a singer and dancer during her childhood, where her talent and discipline began to shine. Encouraged by her imaginative mother and supportive family, she pursued education alongside her passion for acting, earning a bachelor's degree from Muskingum College in Ohio, a master's in English and public speaking from the University of Wisconsin, and later a doctorate in literature from Bradley University, all while teaching high school and continuing her rigorous studies at the American Academy of Dramatic Arts, where she graduated with honors. Moorehead's career spanned 5 decades and multiple mediums, She became a celebrated radio actress with unforgettable performances in shows like The Shadow and the nerve-wracking suspense classic Sorry, Wrong Number, where she showcased her ability to convey intense emotion and suspense using only her voice. Her film career was equally remarkable, beginning with her debut in Citizen Kane 1941 as the complex mother of Charles Foster Kane, followed by standout performances in The Magnificent Ambersons 1942, Mrs. Parkington 1944, Johnny Belinda 1948, Dark Passage 1947, and Hush Hush, Sweet Charlotte 1964, earning her 4 Academy Award nominations and 2 Golden Globe Awards. Beyond her iconic roles, Agnes was known for her independence, intelligence, and devotion to her craft, carefully balancing stage, radio, film, and television work, mentoring younger actors, and leaving a legacy of excellence that continues to inspire generations. Her life was a testament to the power of talent, perseverance, and dedication. And though she left us far too soon, her remarkable body of work and unforgettable performances remain a lasting gift to the world of entertainment. Alice Ghostley, the beloved American actress and singer who brought warmth, wit, and extraordinary charm to generations of audiences, passed away on September 21, 2007, at the age of 81 after a long and courageous battle with colon cancer and a series of strokes, leaving a void in the world of television and theater that can never be filled. She is best remembered for her role as Esmeralda, the shy, bumbling, and endearingly clumsy witch on Bewitched from 1969 to 1972, stepping into the magical chaos left by the passing of Marion Lorne's Aunt Clara, and delighting viewers with her gentle humor, heartfelt expressions, and the whimsical charm that made every scene unforgettable. Born Alice Margaret Ghostley on August 14, 1923, at a train station in Eve, Missouri, to Edna Rooney Ghostley and Harry Francis Ghostley, she grew up in Henrietta, Oklahoma, where her love for performing began at a very young age, reciting poetry, singing, and tap dancing. Encouraged by a high school teacher, she attended the University of Oklahoma to study drama, but left to chase her dream of performing in New York City, where she and her sister Gladys formed the act Ghostley Sisters, before Alice branched out solo. Her Broadway debut came in New Faces of 1952, where her comic number, The Boston Beguine, showcased her impeccable timing and distinctive voice, earning her recognition that would define her career. She later received a Tony nomination for the beauty part and won a Tony Award for Best Featured Actress for the sign in Sidney Brustein's Window, cementing her place among theater's greats. On screen, Alice brought joy to audiences in classic films like To Kill a Mockingbird, The Graduate, Gator, and Grease, while her television career flourished with recurring roles in Mayberry RFD as Cousin Alice and Designing Women as the eccentric Bernice Clifton, and guest appearances on shows including Hogan's Heroes, The Golden Girls, Maude, Good Times, and One Day at a Time, where her quirky, lovable, and slightly befuddled characters left a lasting impression. Alice's signature charm lay in her ability to make every character relatable, whether she was a timid witch, a comical neighbor, or a devoted friend, and her performances radiated genuine warmth, humor, and humanity. Married to Italian-American actor Felice Orlandi from 1953 until his death in 2003, she shared a life filled with love and artistic passion, remaining close to her family while enchanting audiences for decades. Alice Ghostley's enduring legacy is one of laughter, elegance, and heartfelt performance. Her portrayal of Esmeralda on Bewitched and countless other roles will forever remind us of her brilliance, her spirit, and the joy she brought to the hearts of millions. Alice Pearce, the beloved American actress who brought warmth, wit, and extraordinary comic charm to generations of audiences, passed away on March 3, 1966, at the age of 48 after a tragic battle with ovarian cancer. She is most remembered for her iconic role as Gladys Kravitz, the nosy, hysterical neighbor on the beloved television series Bewitched. whose frantic reactions to Samantha's magic and the disbelief of her husband Abner made her a scene-stealing presence and earned her a posthumous Emmy Award for Outstanding Supporting Actress in a Comedy Series. Born on October 16, 1917, in New York City, Alice was the only child of Margaret Clark and Robert E. Pearce, a foreign banking specialist, and spent much of her early childhood in Europe, living in Brussels, Antwerp, Rome, and Paris. A childhood accident left her with an underdeveloped chin, which she cleverly turned into part of her unique comedic persona. Returning to the United States as a teenager, she boarded at the Master's School and later graduated from Sarah Lawrence College with a degree in drama, where her love for acting flourished. Alice began her career as a nightclub comedienne and soon made her mark on Broadway, earning acclaim in On the Town, and later reprising the role in the 1949 film version, catching the attention of Hollywood. Over the years, she appeared in films such as The Disorderly Orderly and The Glass Bottom Boat, as well as numerous Broadway productions, including Fallen Angels and Bells Are Ringing. In 1964, she joined Bewitched, turning Gladys Kravitz into one of television's most memorable comedic characters, continuing to perform even while secretly battling terminal illness. Off-screen, Alice married stage manager Paul Davis and co-owned an art gallery in West Hollywood, leaving behind a legacy of laughter, dedication, and brilliance that continues to inspire fans and actors alike. Marion Lorne, the beloved American actress who brought warmth, charm, and extraordinary humor to generations of audiences, passed away on May 9, 1968, at the age of 84 due to a sudden heart attack in her Manhattan apartment, leaving fans heartbroken and the world of television forever dimmed by her absence. She is most fondly remembered for her iconic portrayal of Aunt Clara on the classic sitcom Bewitched, a lovable, bumbling witch whose magical powers often went hilariously awry, from bouncing into walls to accidentally enchanting ordinary objects, all while carrying her treasured collection of antique doorknobs, which mirrored her own passion in real life. Born Marion Lorne MacDougall on August 12, 1883, in West Pittston, Pennsylvania, to Scottish and English immigrant parents, she developed an early love for performance and honed her craft at the prestigious American Academy of Dramatic Arts in New York City, preparing for a life on stage that would span decades. Beginning her career in stock companies and appearing on Broadway by 1905, Marion captivated audiences with her delicate charm and comedic timing, eventually marrying renowned playwright Walter Hackett in 1911. And together they moved to England, where they co-founded the Whitehall Theatre, producing numerous successful plays tailored to her fidgety, eccentric comedic style, many of which ran for over 125 nights and earned her acclaim on both sides of the Atlantic. After Hackett's death in 1944, Marion returned to the United States, briefly retired, then reignited her stage career in productions such as Harvey, before moving into film with her memorable debut in Alfred Hitchcock's Strangers on a Train in 1951 as the oblivious mother of a murderer, followed by appearances in The Girl Rush in 1955 and a cameo in The Graduate in 1967. Television brought her enduring fame through roles on Mr. Peepers, Sally, and The Gary Moore Show, but it was Aunt Clara on Bewitched that immortalized her, earning her a posthumous Emmy Award for Outstanding Supporting Actress in a Comedy Series, accepted by Elizabeth Montgomery just 10 days after Marion's passing. Known for her gentle humor, childlike charm, and the ability to enchant audiences with every gesture, Marion Lorne left behind a legacy of laughter, warmth, and timeless performances that continue to inspire and delight generations, proving that her light will never fade from the hearts of those who loved her work. Sandra Gould, the beloved American television actress who brought warmth, wit, and extraordinary charm to generations of audiences, passed away on July 20, 1999, at the age of 82 following a stroke after heart surgery, leaving behind a legacy of laughter and unforgettable performances. She is best remembered for her iconic role as Gladys Kravitz on the classic sitcom Bewitched. where she stepped in after the tragic death of Alice Pearce. Sandra made the character entirely her own, portraying the nosy, over-the-top neighbor whose relentless curiosity, animated expressions, and shrill exclamations became a source of comic brilliance, delighting viewers week after week. Her performance captured the hearts of audiences and became a defining role in her career, later reprising it in the Tabitha spin-off, ensuring that Gladys Kravitz remained a cherished part of television history. Born Sandra Gould on July 23, 1916 in Brooklyn, New York, she displayed a passion for performance from an early age, beginning her career as a child actress on stage and radio, appearing in programs such as My Friend Irma and Duffy's Tavern. She transitioned into film with supporting roles in Romance on the High Seas, Teacher's Pet, The Ghost and Mr. Chicken, and many others, showcasing her comedic talent and versatility. On television, she made memorable appearances in I Love Lucy, The Brady Bunch, I Dream of Jeannie, Columbo, Friends, and Veronica's Closet. Twice married, first to broadcasting executive Larry Burns, with whom she had a son, Michael, and later to TV director Hollingsworth Morse. Sandra balanced her personal life with her professional career, also pursuing painting, writing, and charitable work. Though she appeared across stage, screen, radio, and television for over 5 decades, it is her portrayal of Gladys Kravitz that forever immortalized her in the hearts of millions, a testament to her remarkable talent, enduring charm, and the joy she brought to the world. Mabel Albertson, the beloved American television and film actress who brought humor, charm, and unforgettable wit to generations of audiences, passed away on September 28, 1982, at the age of 81 after a long and tragic battle with Alzheimer's disease, a condition that gradually robbed her of memory and speech in her final years. She is best remembered for her iconic role as Phyllis Stevens, the neurotic, snappy, and hilariously meddlesome mother of Darren Stevens on the classic sitcom Bewitched, where her impeccable comedic timing, sharp delivery, and commanding presence made her a standout and endeared her to viewers as the quintessential interfering mother-in-law. Born Mabel Ida Albertson on July 24, 1901, in Haverhill, Massachusetts, to Flora and Leopold Albertson, Russian and Polish Jewish immigrants, she grew up in a family that nurtured the arts, her mother being a stock actress, and shared a deep connection with her younger brother, Jack Albertson, who would also go on to become a celebrated actor. Mabel began performing at the age of 13, earning her first pay performing piano behind palm trees for local shows, and later studied at the New England School of Speech and Expression before moving to California to join the Pasadena Playhouse. She forged a long and diverse career across vaudeville, radio, stage, television, and film, appearing in hundreds of productions, including That Girl, The Andy Griffith Show, The Mary Tyler Moore Show, and films like Barefoot in the Park, Period of Adjustment, On a Clear Day You Can See Forever, and What's Up, Doc? Often portraying haughty, judgmental, or comedic maternal figures with warmth and precision. Twice married and a devoted mother to her son George, Mabel balanced her family life with a professional career that spanned decades, leaving a lasting legacy in comedy and television. Even as illness forced her to retire, her performances continued to resonate with audiences, and upon her passing, her ashes were scattered in the Pacific Ocean, marking a quiet farewell to a remarkable actress whose talent, humor, and presence enriched the entertainment world and left an indelible mark on generations of fans. Sara Seegar, the beloved American actress who brought warmth, versatility, and unforgettable charm to television, film, stage, and radio audiences, passed away on August 12, 1990, at the age of 76 due to a cerebral hemorrhage, leaving behind a rich legacy of performances that continue to delight fans of classic television. She is best remembered for her role as Eloise Wilson on Dennis the Menace during the 1962-63 season, where she stepped gracefully into the role following the original Mrs. Wilson, and for her numerous appearances on Bewitched, portraying 10 different small yet memorable characters across the series. each infused with her distinctive humor, warmth, and character depth. Born Sara Seegar on July 1, 1914, in Greentown, Indiana, she was the youngest of 5 daughters in a family that valued education and the arts, and she spent part of her schooling in London and Paris before graduating from Hollywood High School, where she participated in dramatic and musical productions, and later earned a degree in drama from Los Angeles Junior College. Seegar began her career performing on the London stage with 3 Men on a Horse, and acted in several British films before returning to the U.S. at the start of World War II, where she continued on Broadway and eventually broke into American television, film, and radio. Over a career spanning more than 50 years, she appeared in productions such as The Aldrich Family, Perry Mason, The Donna Reed Show, The Andy Griffith Show, The Brady Bunch, Kojak, and films including The Music Man, Dead Men Tell No Tales, and A Boy Called Nothing, establishing herself as a versatile character actress capable of comedy, drama, and heartfelt roles alike. In her personal life, she married actor Ezra Stone in 1942, with whom she shared a lifelong partnership, raising 2 children, Joseph and Francine, while also engaging in community theater and cultural projects in Bucks County, Pennsylvania. Sara Seegar's extraordinary dedication, her memorable television characters, and her grace on stage and screen leave an enduring impact, celebrating a life devoted to the art of performance and the joy she brought to generations of audiences. Irene Vernon, the beloved American television actress who brought elegance, charm, and memorable wit to generations of audiences, passed away on April 21, 1998. At the age of 76 due to congestive heart failure and coronary artery disease, leaving behind a legacy of classic television performances that continue to be cherished. She is best remembered for her role as Louise Tate, the sophisticated and witty wife of Larry Tate on the iconic TV series Bewitched from 1964 to 1966, where her portrayal added depth, humor, and grace to the show's early seasons, making Louise a character audiences could both admire and relate to. Born Irene Vernon on January 16, 1922, in Mishawaka, Indiana, she grew up in a supportive family and graduated from Mishawaka High School before moving to New York to pursue her dream of acting. Vernon began her career with small, uncredited roles in films during the 1940s and gradually transitioned to television in the 1950s, guest starring on popular shows such as Fireside Theater, The Lone Ranger, Danger, Flight, Dennis the Menace, and The Donna Reed Show, showcasing her versatility as a performer. On Broadway, she appeared in productions including The Lady in Ermine, further demonstrating her stage talent. Off-screen, she married U.S. Army Major Edward Doria Dowling in 1944 and later Emanuel Rosenberg in 1993, balancing family life with her professional career. After leaving acting, Vernon successfully pursued real estate in Beverly Hills, California, before eventually relocating to Florida. Irene Vernon's contribution to television, particularly her unforgettable role as Louise Tate, continues to be celebrated, ensuring that her elegance, talent, and charm will never be forgotten.